Hello!
And welcome to
the family Bobadania!
Hi.
Day 12.
It is day 12. This is going to be the second part of the previous Disney cruise video.
Yep.
That's why we're going to completely change outfits in the next bit.
Yeah.
But because we split it in half, because it was a bit longer, and this way it kind of tells you more about the excursions, more about the ports. It could easily be more of a standalone video. But that's why there isn't going to be any intro or anything, and you're just going to go straight into it. So we thought
that's the intro now.
Well, this is the intro now.
Yeah.
But it'll be changed Bobadania in a second.
Yes.
So just to explain it in case you're a bit confused, but there we go. So
on with the port. Excursion adventures, whatever they're called. Excursion port adventures. Those ones.
Enjoy. Day 3, this is our first port day, and we are going to be docking in Cozumel in Mexico. So Cozumel had the biggest list of things that we wanted to do. Now that we're a couple of days out from when we could start booking, there is quite a few things that have been booked up. But when I initially went on, pretty much everything was available. There didn't really seem to be anything sold out. So I wouldn't be overly concerned. It doesn't seem to have too many like hot ticket items on there.
There's a lot of options as well, I think.
Yeah.
Because there's so many that it kind of, there's a few of them, there's only a few good ones. But in Mexico there was loads of stuff. So
yeah, I think that's probably what helps.
Yeah.
So we have booked into the salsa and salsa excursion.
It's going to be pretty interesting. You make some salsa here in Mexico, so that's going to be fun. They'll teach you how to do that, it's pretty straightforward, but it'd be good to do it in Mexico and see how they do it with some different ingredients maybe. And then you do a bit of salsa dancing. So salsa and salsa.
And
there's also unlimited free margaritas. So
this is why it's more expensive.
yeah.
So it's $109 per person for this excursion. It is pricier than most of the kind of food related ones, but it is probably because of the fact that you've got unlimited margaritas.
Unlimited drinks, and it'll be fun. You know, you've been wanting to do some dancing stuff and we've never been able to, just the way work's fallen and stuff, so it'll be good. And especially to do salsa dancing taught by someone in Mexico. Yeah, it's pretty authentic.
And so it's going to be pretty cool. Also, we kind of wanted to vary our excursions so that we wanted to do something that was maybe slightly more, I don't know how cultural this is while you're getting drunk on margaritas, but it was something different. It involved food. We love food, and it was something different.
Yeah, we picked them all so that you could be something a bit different in each one. And if you wanted, you could go snorkeling or scuba diving pretty much in every single place.
Or have beach days.
Or have beach days. They all have beach days. They all have that. So we kind of picked them a little bit, whereas we had a relaxed one, we had kind of an adventurous one, we had a culture type, I mean if it's cultured, but you know, learning more about history of the area, that sort of thing. So we kind of split them up so each one would be a little bit different. It was less samey.
Exactly.
But if you want to just go to the beach every day, you can also do that.
Yep, completely available, and you don't have to do it through Disney. The thing that we decided was a lot of these excursions are available through outside companies, but because it was our first cruise, we weren't really sure who to go with. Also, the thing is, if you do anything through Disney, if there is a problem with you getting back to the boat on time, you will get back on the ship. The ship will stay for you because Disney is the one looking after you.
Yeah.
If you miss the ship due to being on an excursion with an outside company and the ship goes, it is up to you to be able to get your way to the next port where the ship will be docking to get back on. So that security was a big thing for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not a concern, but having never been on a Disney cruise or any cruise, it's how easy is it to get to and from the boat and things like that. So it's just one of those ones that it's nice to not have to worry.
Exactly. So that's why we've decided to go with Disney. I'm sure you can find cheaper options available for some of the excursions, but for us it was a sense of security, and for having it directly available to us, so we're like, cool, we go on the navigator, boo boo boo, I picked what I want. So, yeah, so that's our day in Cozumel. The next day, we are in Georgetown in Grand Cayman.
Mm-hmm.
This was the one that we weren't overly enthusiastic about the excursions.
Yeah, I think it was just snorkeling was kind of the main
Snorkeling
thing.
was the only one we were interested in.
Snorkeling, beach day. There wasn't that as many on this one, was there?
No.
No.
It was pretty much just snorkeling. I think there was a catamaran, but it involved a lot of travel to get to the excursions.
I think where you dock, then there's also, you then have to go, like, you know, a lot of them were 17, 90-minute bus trips to get to somewhere to then do something else, or like a 2-hour boat to get to something else. And it's like, okay, well, if you're spending half your day getting to somewhere, do you want to be doing that? And for us, we didn't want to do that. So
no.
So we are learning that if you have this camera on for 30 minutes, it will turn itself off.
Yeah, it doesn't like you
Now
after that amount of time.
Anyway, so also we know that Enya's been speaking for some time about this cruise.
I'm very excited about it. Okay.
All right.
And I was giving a lot of general information about the cruising process.
You were.
So, anyways, so
Grand Cayman.
Grand Cayman. I found out, even though I'd been told before, Paolo brunches, I'd always been told, were only done on sea days.
Yeah.
I have a booking for Paolo at 12 p.m. on the day that we are docked at Georgetown.
So we're going to go there and eat lots of food.
The only thing I can say is maybe for the fact that you are not actually docked there, it's a tether port. Mm-hmm. So you have to go on a tether boat to get onto to get to the actual port. So maybe that's the loophole.
Maybe.
I don't care. Know. We're going to Paolo.
Maybe they've started doing them on all of them. I don't know.
Maybe.
But we're going to do that, and I think because you've got the times and things on there, you can only get off at 12:30, and you have to get back on by 5:30.
10:30.
10:30. So we're going to eat at 12, have a nice relaxed morning, and then we're going to go to the Georgetown afterwards, and just kind of have a wander around and explore. And we'll still have like 2 or 3 hours there. Yeah. So it'll be nice.
Yeah. So we just
thought
it'll
be a relaxed day.
It was like Paolo was something that we really, really wanted to do.
Yeah.
Georgetown, we'd always kind of been like not really sure. We're like, we can do that, but there was no real enthusiasm.
It's not quite as exciting as like Jamaica or Castaway Cay. So
exactly. So we were like, when I saw it, I just went, screw it, I'm getting it, and that's that. So we are going to go to Paolo. That way we can have a nice chilled out time on the ship. Hopefully a lot of people will go ashore, and we can get on the aqueduct.
Yeah, relax morning and just chill out, do some boat stuff.
And then eat lots of food.
And eat lots of food at Paolo, as much as physically possible. I mean, I did say earlier, not on this video, but later at another point, that if I'm not feeling sick after every single meal, I'm going to feel like I've not done this cruise right. So that's the aim. That's my aim. I mean, everyone can do their own things, but that's what I'm hoping for.
There you go. So we now move on to day 5. So we're going to be in Falmouth, Jamaica.
Yeah, I'm really excited to go to Jamaica, and I don't know really why. I don't know anything about it, but I'm just quite excited. It's be cool.
Is the one port where the excursions seem to just go quick.
There's some good excursions here.
The one that we really wanted was the Chukka horse trail with the swim in the ocean. So you went out on horseback, and you would go out along the trail, and you would end up on the beach with the horses, and you got to go out into the sea with them.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of your ride back. That was gone as soon as I went on.
Yeah, that looked really, really good though. But it's probably quite a limited number of people who can do it as well.
I think so. There was 2 available options, which was one where you just went and you did the ride, and then there was another one where you got a lunch included. There's quite a few excursions where they seem to do that. They do kind of like the base package.
Yeah, with lunch and that, yeah.
And then they do the next step up, which has lunch included. So maybe if you look and you go, oh, the one that I wanted is gone, it might be available with an additional lunch on it. It'll be a bit more expensive, but if it's a long excursion anyway,
yeah, you might want to.
It might work out well for you.
Depends on what you're doing as well and what time it is, because some of them you can get off the boat early, and some of them you can get off later. So if you've gone and eaten a big breakfast, you might not want lunch. So yeah.
So have a look for that. But pretty much that was gone. There was also a catamaran sailing that was also gone. But what we've gone for, I was looking through it and I wasn't sure what to do until I found a couple of vlogs and saw what this was. But we are going to go to an adrenaline zip line and river kayak with Adventure Falls.
There you go. Something a bit different from Salsa and Salsa.
Exactly.
It's going to be good because I like all the adventure, the extreme sports, all that kind of exploring. Yeah. That's my jam. So it'll be fun.
So Adventure Falls seems to be a big kind of park. It's on a former plantation, if I am not incorrect.
Yeah, and so it's got some bit of history and culture in there as well.
But it has loads of activities like this, so we are obviously going to be doing the zip lining. Apparently there's 6 different zip lines to go on. There is also a river that runs through it, River Bertha May. I think I'm right. And we're going to go kayaking on that. They also have river tubing, where you basically go into like a ring and you're all attached together and they bring you down the river. But they also have pools, they have slides, they have a waterfall that you get to explore all as part of it. So I thought it was a really cool idea and a fun thing to do, and it looks amazing. It's like all jungle. It's so cool.
Zipline. I went ziplining when through the jungle when I worked in Trinidad, and it was a bit dodgy because they just gave you a glove and you had to slow yourself down by holding onto the wire. But it was good fun.
From what I've seen, it kind of looks like what you have to do here.
It's good. It was really good though, and it's fun going through the jungle and everything because it's a completely different experience from the environment we have here. Because we did it when we went back to Scotland, and it's good fun, but it's through pine forest, so it's very different.
Yeah,
it's good.
Very excited for it. And now a word from our partners, Fantasyland Ear Emporium. Do you want Disney ears that sparkle and shine just as bright as you do? Do you want to make sure that they don't hurt your head like usual Disney parks ears? Then we've got something for you. And if it's not on our site, then get in touch. We just want to make sure that all of your bippity-boppity dreams come true to give you the best possible ears for your next upcoming Disney trip. Check out our Etsy page, the link will be in the description below. After that, we will then be on day 6, which is our sea day. We are going to go for some martini tasting.
Yeah.
This was another one where they had various ones, but a lot of them were sold out. There was a, what was it, liquor and chocolate tasting?
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, because you were pairing all these different things with the chocolates, and it was like, should it go? Well, maybe not, but it does.
I think also on this day was when I didn't look completely through, but Remy also offers a dessert package.
Yes, that does look quite good actually.
So you go on. It's not like Disney where you do a dessert package at the end of the day.
No, the desserts actually look good, unlike the dessert bars where they don't look good at all.
You basically go and they go through 6 desserts that they make at the restaurant. They tell you how they make them, their inspiration behind them, and you get to taste them. Yeah,
no, it looks really good.
That was also gone. And the fact that we managed to get Paolo before, we weren't too disheartened about it. So I thought, well, we'll still want to do something. Obviously there's still all of the trivia and everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
But at the time I was having a gander through and a martini tasting came up and I went, yeah,
we should do that.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
And we were doing it at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m.
6 a.m. You know us. We love a drinks tasting in the morning. No, this one's in the evening.
This one's in the evening, so we can get ready, we can go, we can have our drinks, go in, see a show, and then have dinner.
Yeah.
So it'll be good.
When do you do the thing where you book your dinner? Because there's the 2 times for dinner, isn't there?
There is 2 different seatings for dinner. You can do that pretty much as soon as you book the cruise.
Okay. Oh, have we done it then?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You go through, you can either be in first seating or second seating.
Yeah.
From what I've heard through vlogs and guidebooks, I've got the Adam Hatton Disney Cruise guidebook.
Shameless plug.
Which is really good. I just wanted to try and learn as much info as I could. The first seating seems to be more for families. just because that way you aren't having to wait too long with your kids to get them fed.
It's quite early though, isn't it?
I can't tell you the exact time.
No.
I want to say the second dining is 8 p.m.
Yeah, I think the first one's at 5
somewhere
or
around there.
something, though, isn't it?
I don't know.
Because it's basically like bang after or almost during some of the port adventure. So, I don't know. It just seems quite early. So we've got...
I have to now look, because you've done this.
So we're going for the later one, which is good. So for our martini tasting, we'll do that at 6, and then we'll go and eat food. And I think for all the rest of the things, that when we're out, we're going to, depending on what we're doing, but we'll kind of just make the most of being ashore, and then have no rush to come back for dinner. So I think the later one's way better.
I have it. I've also found out that main seating is completely booked out. So
is main what we're doing? Oh, second seating. Okay,
we're on second seating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I got worried there. So main seating is at 5:45 p.m.
Yeah.
Apparently it's at capacity on our cruise, which now makes me go, how many kids are going to be on our cruise when we're there in September on a 7 night?
Well,
like,
I don't know.
I don't know. And then the
maybe they're not still fully doing it.
I don't know. Second seating is at 8:15.
8:15 is better, because even like on Grand Cayman, you don't have to get back on the boat till 5:30. So if your dinner's 15 minutes after that, it's a bit, you're not really making the most of what you could be doing.
Sorry, it's now re-asking me everything.
Oh goodness.
Which I'm like, fine, I'm fine. It's like, you haven't booked ground transportation from the airport, and it's like, no.
No, I haven't.
No, we arrive in the day before. You don't have things for us to sort. You're fine. So yeah, we'll be in the 8:15, the later one.
Yeah. That's a good time, because it means that you've managed to become less full from breakfast.
Yeah.
Or brunch. And then you can eat loads and loads for dinner.
There's also no need to worry, from what I've heard, is that the shows that they have on in the theatre will be run twice, so then that way you can see it no matter what dining you're on. So it's just a case, if you're on the later dining, you'll go to the earlier show. If you're on the earlier main dining, you will then see it later.
Yeah. Some of you guys, I'd rather go dinner, no show and then dinner, and dinner and then show.
From what I've seen, it seems to be that it is more the family orientated for the main dining. So that way, I could be wrong, but there may be some more kind of trivia and bits and pieces that are more geared towards the adults. This is obviously what, I mean, they clearly have it that you are going to be in the later dining if you're an adult, because the martini tasting was at 6.
And I bet you a lot of them are like that as well. So
quite possibly. So maybe they are trying to push it more towards the adults being in the later one.
Yeah.
Which is fine by us.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so then on our last day, we are in Castaway Cay.
Hooray!
So
this is what you're most excited for.
I cannot wait for Castaway Cay.
Castaway Cay.
It's Disney's private island, and it's meant to be manicured and perfect and amazing.
Apart from the other side of it, which is completely untamed.
Serenity Bay.
Untamed.
Oh no, the other side.
No, it's just like
the other side of the island.
Yeah, where they just have nothing left.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a jungle, so they've not tamed it at all.
So.
And there's a runway on there that they used to use to smuggle cocaine, I think, into Florida.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what it said. It was said to be a pirate island.
Oh, yes.
Because they would smuggle drugs into the United States from there. But anyway, so for Castaway Cay, they have a couple of bits and pieces of excursions. I think it's that you can go and have a ray encounter. Oh, yeah. But most of the things aren't so much full-on excursions. It's more that you have availability to some of the amenities on the island, which are the bikes, the snorkel gear, and there's tubing, I think, as well.
Something to float in water with.
Yeah.
So that's what we've gone for.
We've gone for that because you wanted to do the bikes.
I think it'd be cool to do a little explore, and you can go on the runway, you can go around and stuff, and you can walk, and that's nice, but you don't cover that much ground.
Yeah.
If you just go on your bike, you just have a little look around, and it'd be cool.
And then we both wanted to do the snorkeling.
Yes, because you have to.
Yeah.
That's the main thing about Castaway Cay, isn't it?
So the snorkeling area is on the family beach, but they have markers out where you can go and snorkel, and there is some surprise Disney magic sunken treasures there. So we definitely wanted to do that. They said you could bring your own snorkel gear if you wanted to, and you were able to snorkel there. We're obviously traveling from the UK for a 3-week holiday. We're not going to bring snorkel gear.
We don't want to put snorkel gear in there. So it does cost more than it would be probably to buy them, to rent them, but for the sake of not having to put it in our bags.
So maybe if it's a case of you're in Florida and, you know, you're local,
just bring your own
stuff. You can bring your own stuff with you. And then as part of that, you also then get a floaty ring, basically, to hang out in the water with, which we're not particularly bothered about, but it was a better deal to go for that.
The thing is cheaper to book in advance than it is on the day. So if the day you just feel like, oh yeah, I'll get this, then it costs you more than it would do if you booked it in advance. So.
I think you can book it and it's the same cost on the island. It's just a case of if they've not got stuff, then they've not got stuff available.
Ignore what I just said, because then you know it all.
I think.
We'll see.
But yeah, so
we're going to do that. I mean, it's going to just be some snorkeling, go swim out to all the buoys, and then see if we can see what's underneath them. Float in the water, go for a play on the bikes. Lie on the beach, eat some food, go to the other beach, eat some more food, see the characters, walk around. It's going to be a good day.
Just have a great time.
Just have a great old day.
Exactly. And so that's pretty much it. That is all of our excursions that we've booked. All I can say is look in advance, get an idea of what you want to do, so you know what to go for on the day that your availability window comes out.
Yeah.
Plan your budget so you don't get too crazy. As I said, you can book it and you will not get charged until 24 hours out.
A bit like, dining reservations, really. You can book those and then you can change your mind.
So you can always change things. So don't worry about it. It won't be immediately charged to you. Having said that, keep an eye out if there's things that you didn't manage to get. Maybe further closer to the sailing, people might decide to drop out, that they can't afford it, whatever circumstances. So have a look then. And just get things that you're going to have fun with. One
thing I would really recommend is get yourself an Enya, and she'll organise a whole thing for you, and you can kind of just sit back, put a bit of input in if you want. If not, she'll roll with it. I mean, I'd highly recommend that, because it just makes your life so much easier. You don't have to worry, and you know you're going to have a great time.
Also, having said along with that, if you don't want to do any of the excursions, don't feel like you have to. You can try and do things with other companies. They are available. You just need to have a look for them. As I said, we were more so for the security side of it, that we knew there's no way we're going to miss the ship. And because we've not done it before.
Disney's vetted them and things as well. I mean, in these places that you can get some dodge kicking around. So you don't know if you just get someone come up to you when you get off the boat and say, do you want to come and do this?
Yeah.
They might be completely fine, but they might not be. So if Disney's vetted all these companies, you know that they're going to be all right.
And final thing, if you want Paolo or Remy brunch, do it as soon as your window opens up.
Yeah.
It's going to go fast. Be on it, and hopefully you will get it.
Yes.
Same seems to go with the mixology and a couple of the alcohol tastings. It's more the kind of more exotic things like the tequila and sangria class, and the rum and the liqueur and chocolate tasting class. The beer, the wine, the champagne seem to be don't seem to be what people are going for. I think it's because of a case of
it's not that specialist, is it? And you can
it's nice,
loads
but
of places
you get
do wine tasting and beer tastings, and also you can easily do that at home, because you don't spend a lot of money on beer or a few bottles of wine. You can do a tasting, but to do a rum tasting, you have to buy a lot of different things. So
that's it. Clearly, I've spoken for a long time.
And you're pretty excited about this. I don't know how much
excited.
info I got, but it's good, because Enya's planning this. I know she'll make a fantastic holiday for us. I'm pretty excited. We will be vlogging the whole trip, which is going to be fairly new to us. We've done our Disneyland Paris, which is on our YouTube channel. Go check that out, which is our first vlogging thing together. And now we're going to go and try and do the cruise. So we have to get ourselves a GoPro so we can do the underwater parts. But the rest of it, we'll just film loads of stuff of us being stupid and probably lots of food.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be great.
Just so long as we get on the boat.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed for the darn testing.
Yeah. Hopefully that's gone by then.
I hope so. Anyway, with that, we're gonna leave you.
Yep.
We will see you next time. See you in the next video. I always say the same things out and it means the exact same thing, but we don't have a proper outro, so
sign off, coming soon. From the family, Bob and Enya.
That's it. Bye from us.
Bye.
Bye.